Oh, I keep missing you. Why can't we connect? Oh, I wish I knew. I love this game so, but I'm not expecting fame though, 'cause I keep missing you.
We can't help your passing, but at Columbia, we can team you up with the same doctors who care for the Denver Broncos. So call us and see how with Columbia, you just can't miss.
Honey, this is more than we can handle. We really should get a lawyer.
No, it's just a little paperwork. The insurance will pay.
But how do we know they'll pay what's fair? We don't have any experience with this.
That is why...
Curran & Associates has years of experience getting insurance companies to pay settlements that are fair. Call Curran & Associates, 243-7243.
You're right. I'll call. It just makes sense.
They say the faster, the better, especially if they are the insurance company. After an accident, insurance companies want you to settle fast before you talk to us. Because at Keller & Keller, we could find you deserve more money than the insurance company is offering. Don't settle fast. It could mean you settle for less. At Keller & Keller, we know that haste makes waste. Don't settle with the insurance company before you talk to us. Call 1-800-2-KELLER for a free consultation.
Sometimes doctors make mistakes. Nurses too can be distracted or forgetful. Whether it's something that went wrong during surgery or a mistake when you needed emergency care. Perhaps you weren't properly cared for during a pregnancy. If you have questions about the health care you received, you deserve some answers. DeMay, Donnelly, and Todd, when medical care goes wrong. Call 949-9595.
Been injured? This can all be yours! Money! Cash!
In every business, there are people who reflect poorly on the true professionals. This law firm keeps their clients' interests top priority. That doesn't mean promising what can't be delivered. It does mean getting you the settlement you lawfully deserve. If you've been injured, call. It's a matter of need, not greed.
Parker, Pollard & Brown, with offices in Norfolk and the Peninsula. Call 460-5050.
Thinking about buying a home? Call MBA Financial before you call a realtor. MBA will get you pre-qualified, putting you in a better bargaining position. Call 303-333-7777. Ask about our Neighborhood Gold free down payment program, putting you into a home with no money down. Looking to refinance to free up cash or consolidate debt? MBA offers a wide range of options. Even if you're facing foreclosure, we can help. Make the smart choice. Call MBA Financial at 303-333-7777.
We heard you were supposed to be fast.
Try me.
Pink lady. Grasshopper.
B-52.
Pina colada. Zombie.
Screaming banana banshee.
Whoa!
How did you get so good?
I got to learn the Bartend video.
Now you can learn a fun, money-making second career right in your own home with Learn to Bartend. Learn to set up and stock a bar, learn the most commonly ordered drinks, learn how to pour, mix, and garnish. If you're looking for a second career, or if you just love being the life of the party, Learn to Bartend is perfect for you. Call 1-800-466-0200 with your credit card ready. Don't wait another minute. Call now.
Dosing!
Everybody, how you doing? I'm Herb, and welcome to the StorageTek Customer Invitational Golf Tournament. Me and my caddy here, Nick. Danny, are going to show you the rules of the game that you're going to be playing tomorrow, okay? Hey, follow us. Watch this. You will record your actual gross score for each hole and then input your lowest net score.
Record, and then input your lowest net score as the team best ball.
I thought I said that. Your lowest net score is your gross score minus handicap stroke.
Of course, I know that. I'm a professional caddy.
Yes, thank you, Benny. Danny. Gold is the marker for rich men. Teal and 4 pines are ladies' tee markers.
And 2 pines represents the country club men.
Just carry the bag. This is what you will not be doing on the Beat the Pro hole. On Ridge Hole 4 and Country Club 17, if you can get the ball closer to the hole than the pro, you win a fabulous prize. Right there, I would have beat him. The sweet smell of Rocky Mountain air.
Ooh, something doesn't smell too sweet.
Would you shut up so I can tell the people about the Outdrive the Pro contest?
Be my guest.
It happens on Ridge Hole 5 and Country Club Hole 16. If you outdrive the pro, you get big prizes. Well, this is where I landed.
Herb, look.
What?
That's not your ball, that's the pro's ball.
That's the pro's ball.
That's
mine?
That is yours, my man.
I outdrove the pro, Benny.
Danny,
yeah, I get big prizes. Let's explain.
Okay.
All players playing the pro holes have the option of either playing their original shot
with the appropriate number of strokes if they're entitled to any on the hole,
or the option of playing from where the pro landed without adding any additional strokes.
2 options.
Yeah, they know. 2 options. Either you play from where the pro landed or from where you originally shot.
Okay, I was just trying to make it clear to everyone.
Well, thanks a lot, Johnny.
Danny.
Putter? Who needs a putter? You're gonna need both hands to drive your new Mercedes if you make a hole-in-one on either Ridge Hole 7 or Country Club Hole number 2.
And at Hole 12 on the Ridge and the Country Club, you could win a golf trip to Scotland.
If you think that's so good, if you get the hole-in-one on Hole 14, you get 25 G's. Now, how that's for a prize?
And check this out. You can win forum prizes on any of those 3 holes on both courses. Now,
yeah, I was about to say that, Danny.
But I said it first, and it's Danny.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're finally doing your job so I can do mine. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be glad to know that the long drive holes for the Bodie is hole 10 on the ridge and hole 4 at the club. But you gotta get your ball in the fairway for it to be eligible. That's the rule.
And in the event that you didn't start the tournament with the required 4 players, a blind draw partner will be chosen for you at the completion of your round.
Where do you get all this information?
I memorized the script.
Finally got rid of that putz. Hey, you know what? The maximum allowable score on any hole is a net double bogey. On the 19th and 20th hole, the maximum score is 4. So if you're off on a hole, pick up and cheer on your teammates, okay? Just cheer them on.
If you cheer them, they will come.
Who will come? What?
If you cheer them, they will come.
Anyway, after the 20th hole, get your scorecard up to the clubhouse or you'll be disqualified, all right? Is that you, Jimmy?
Danny. In the event of a tie, a scorecard match will be started on the 18th and played backwards until either the tie is broken and a winner is determined.
I've had it with you, you fool.
Oh, all the Ridge players, when you've completed your round, come on back over to the country club for dinner and awards. But first, stop off at the Pro Clinic at 4 p.m. It should be keen.
You just shut up, Benny.
Danny.
Danny, whatever, I don't care.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
Bob, your listing's on line 1 and wants to know where their flyers are.
Okay, keep them busy. Okay.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
The title company just called. They can't find the contract for the closing this afternoon. Do you have any idea where it is?
Yeah, I've got a special place for them. Yeah, I know exactly where they are. I will find them. I'll bring them right out to you. Okay. Thanks. Yeah.
Bob, those buyers you're working with are on line 2 and say they just signed an offer sheet with another agent.
No. Don't let them do that. Make them hold, and I will get back to them, okay?
Bob, I just signed for your flyers up at the front desk. What's up with the pink hair in your photos?
What is it now?
Hey, Bob, did you check your voicemail? The server's been down all day for repairs. I left you a message.
Oh, thank you.
But most people just don't know how to conduct a good interview. Has this ever happened to you?
Okay, here's the deal. I am a busy guy, busy guy. I am out there all the time. I'm going to need somebody that's going to be able to keep up with me. So I'll tell you what, let's get a little background on me, okay? I sold so many houses this year, doll, you would not believe it. I made President's Club, and that is pretty impressive. You'll find out all about that later on. But I need somebody, the way I picture it, is somebody in the office that can make copies, that can make coffee, and that can answer the phone. So what do you think? Are you interested? Any questions?
Actually, I was wondering how much...
Oh, yeah, see, I know. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to be gone all the time. See, I am out there all the time. I'm a very hands-on kind of guy. You see these hands? Hands-on. I have got listings. You'll see them when you join the team. You will see that I have got so many listings out there, and I have got to work with my clients off and on all the time. And you are going to be my liaison from time to time, and you're going to have to help me out. So what do you think? How do you feel about that?
About the salary?
Oh, here it comes, the salary. Okay, I can see you're gonna try to hardball me here. Okay, here's what I can offer you. If you come aboard, we will go ahead and we'll discuss salary at that point in time. But salary is not gonna be the most important thing you're gonna get out of this job, because I have been in this position for so long. I can offer you experience. Now, the experience that you are gonna get by working with me is gonna be invaluable, because if you wanna be a real estate agent down the road, you come to me in, say, a year or 5, and we will discuss all the knowledge that you have learned. But this, today, is an entry-level position. So in order to get that knowledge that I'm going to bestow upon you, you're going to have to earn it. So, what do you think?
What did the person conducting the interview learn about the job candidate? Probably very little. Remember, the primary goal of this interview is not to tell your candidate about the job, but rather learn if your candidate is the right staff is trained properly.
First thing I have to worry about is space. Where am I going to put them?
You have to devote the first day to them. You have to wipe your slate clean. You have to make a commitment to doing that. What I see happen so many times is somebody brings an employee in, an assistant in, dumps them in the environment, says, here's a listing, go for it. You go.
After I hire somebody, I know that my next responsibility is to spend a lot of time with them, teaching them what they need to know. And so I have to micromanage every single thing they do, and a lot of agents, and I did this with my first assistant as well, a lot of agents bring the assistant in and they say, okay, here's how you do this, and they tell them real quickly how it's done. They expect them to know it for the rest of their lives. They expect every single word they said, to sink in, and it simply didn't.
Oh, have you seen my listing package? I know I left it here. It's around somewhere. I left it on the desk. I know I left it on the desk. Did you move it somewhere?
I haven't seen it. I was actually going to ask
Look,
you. I was wondering
I
where
really
you
don't
keep all
have
this.
time. I'm already 15 minutes late for a listing presentation. If you have trouble trying to figure something out, please just do me a favor and try to figure it out on your own. And I suppose you could ask somebody else, but if you could please wait until I get back, I'll show you how to work it out that way. And I will give you a call after lunch, because that's when I won't be able to get back until after lunch.
I just had this one question
I'm
just
sorry,
about.
I've got to go.
So what do you think her chances are of succeeding with this type of training? Remember, return on investment. You've got to invest the time to train your assistant properly if you hope to make this new working relationship a success.
You invest time in an.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I was stuck with a couple buyers. They had to look at every single listing on the MLS system. It was just, what a pain. Man, I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, can we get this deal done? Let's go.
Well, not exactly. There seems to be a little bit of a problem with the contract. Can you explain that?
A problem with the contract? No, I'm not aware of a problem.
Remember I told you about that lawsuit my ex-husband filed?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No, see, actually, that really isn't a problem. I do believe I can work that out. So let's go ahead and get this deal done.
Well, we need to. You're going to ask him about that cracked foundation. I am not buying that dump until it's taken care of.
Hey, what are you calling a dump, lady?
Well, now, yes, we do have another question.
Okay.
Your client was approved for $150,000.
That's right.
And our deal was for $175,000. Now, do you have a check to cover the difference?
No, I don't have that kind of cash. You told me you were going to talk him down to $150.
Listen, calm down a little bit, calm down. Let's not blow this deal over a measly $25,000, okay? I'm sure that it is something that we can work out.
And another thing here, right? Until she signs that addendum that says we can stay in the property for another 30 days, we're not closing this deal.
No way. I'm getting kicked out of my apartment.
That's not my problem.
No, it is your problem.
No, I need 30
At
days.
the end of the week.
That's not my problem.
It is your
I'm
problem.
not going anywhere.
No, you didn't take
30
your kids.
days.
You didn't take your dog.
30 days.
I'm not dealing with this. Fine. I'm
Get back here. Get back here. Somebody get control of this situation.
The first option is to hire an individual to handle strictly your transactions. No sharing with other agents, they work just for you. But while this option may sound simple, the financial burden here may be the greatest. That's because you're not only paying this individual a salary, but you're paying their overhead expenses as well. Studies have shown that the non-salary portion of adding new staff can equal up to 40% of the total compensation package. Things like health insurance, workers' compensation, perhaps a new computer for this person to use. If you're hiring an employee, they are going to look to you to provide them the proper tools to do the job effectively. And you do need to consider this additional financial commitment when making your decisions.
Well, hey, Mr. Accountant Man, have you had a chance to look this over? Can we swing this transaction coordinator deal?
Well, Bob, how much did you say you wanted to pay her?
Oh, I was thinking of between $30,000 and $40,000 a year. That way I figure all I'll have to do is like 2 extra deals a month, and it'll be a little tight, but I think I can swing it.
Well, that'll cover the salary cost, but what about the rest of the cost?
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I mean, come on. Paper and pencils and pens and coffee and...
Bob, listen, things like health insurance, workers' compensation, the additional payroll taxes, that's going to cost you. Now, how are you going to cover that?
I've got to cover that cost?
Yes. Listen, I see here that she's requesting 2 weeks paid vacation. Now, you haven't already promised her that, have you?
You know, I think we discussed something about, well, I probably, I might have said something, yeah.
Based upon your current production, you need to do 4 additional deals every month to make this person profitable.
4?
4.
4?
4. Oh. Surely, you haven't committed to hire her.
Hi, Mr. Johnson. I am so ready to start work.
Hi, Liz.
If the idea of having an employee working strictly for you sounds intimidating, you may want to consider hiring an independent contractor to do the job properly. Now, if you've set your position up as an independent contractor, they may be the ones providing the tools. But no matter who makes the investment, without the proper equipment, your individual is bound to struggle.
Oh, by the way, Liz, here's the Andrews file. Let's see if you can get that together for a closing next week. Can you handle that?
Next week?
Yeah, next week.
That's awfully fast, Bob. I mean,
it's the way
is it
it's gotta
pretty
be.
straightforward?
As a matter of fact, we may have some problems with that one because, let's face it, if that baby passes inspection, it will be a miracle.
You know, actually, I was meaning to talk to you about the Smith deal. If I could just find the file, I think there's a problem with an addendum.
Oh, you know, I left you a note for that. It should be around here somewhere.
You know, Bob, this whole thing would be a lot easier if I had my own desk, my own computer, and you know that software program I was telling you about?
Okay, whoa. Wait. I've already told you all about this. Look, I'm already paying you an arm and a leg. I can't be affording new desks and new computers and all that other stuff. I hired you to get this place organized. By the way, I've got an additional addendum that I want you to add to the Smith file.
Got to be kidding me.
No, I am not kidding. And you know what? I cannot have you sitting at my desk all day long. I'm going to be needing to work at this desk from time to time, so I can't have you sitting here. I would like you to take that work and go find someplace else to work, maybe in the conference room, or I don't mind if you take it home and work at night, okay? So why don't you go find a nice place to work, and if you need anything, you just let me know.
A computer is mandatory. The latest, the greatest.
Glad you're here. I need to go. I've got a showing with the Johnsons at 5.
Go. Whoa, wait a second. You can't go anywhere. You haven't filed all these closed files yet. You haven't printed up all my offering flyers. You can't go anywhere until you get all that stuff done.
Listing flyers, filing. Bob, I have an appointment with buyers. They're waiting for me at the house.
House? No. Let me explain this to you. I hired you to work for me. I'm the primary agent. Now, if I expect you to do a few little basic administrative office tasks, I expect you to step up and pitch in.
And you know what, Bob? I have pitched in. I entered your listing into the MLS so you could go to lunch. I filled out the pending board for your listing, and I set up 2 termite and 1 whole house inspection for your listing. But you hired me to work with buyers, and now I have 2 waiting for me, so I have to go.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to go meet the Johnsons?
Yes.
Oh, well, by the way, I called the Johnsons this morning. I told them that I am going to meet with them tomorrow. I'm going to show them that property on
Maple, that property on Maple. So I'm going to be doing that. I told them that that house on Woodard that you were planning on showing them just didn't fit their needs at all. So as you can see, I've pretty much cut your day free. So you can stick around, you can get this stuff done, okay? And, oops. I'd help you out, but I really have to go. I'm late for dinner with the guys. Okay, Liz, see you in the morning.
But
a buyer agent is me up personally to have more of a personal life and spend more time with my children. Prior to hiring Terry as a buyer's agent in 1998, I was working a lot. It was often I would go 3 weeks, 4 weeks without a day off. Now I pretty much do not work weekends, and I have most of my evenings available unless I'm doing listing appointments, and I will do listing appointments when necessary on the weekend or in the evening, but I work very, very hard now on telling my clients that I am available during this time frame. I can meet with you then, so that I am able to have more time with my children. It's very important to me to be a good mother, because that time with my children won't come back, and when they are grown up and in college, real estate will still be here, and I can focus more heavily then on real estate.
If you're getting frustrated with your job, if you feel tense or overworked and underpaid, if you feel like the business is sort of taken over your personal life, then it's time to hire somebody, because you can't be everywhere, you can't do everything. Real estate's 7 days a week, and it's not 24 hours a day, but it's at least 12 hours a day, probably more, because people want to talk to me between the hours of 7 a.m. and midnight. So that's when they want to talk to me. Listings come into the computer system between 7 a.m. and midnight, and you can't cover those hours.
Hi, I'm home.
Who is it?
Oh, it's me. I finally got done working.
Who are you?
Oh, that's a good one. It's me, Billy. It's your dad.
I haven't seen my dad in a long time. He works in real estate, so he's rarely ever home. Do you have some form of identification?
That's a good one, identification. Okay, let's go right through this. I'm Dad. This is my house. You're my 12-year-old son, Billy. I know I've been working a lot, but come on.
I'm 14.
Who are you?
I'm your husband, Bob. What? Come on. Don't you remember me?
I'm sorry, I haven't seen my husband in quite some time. You see, he's a realtor and, well, he's really quite busy.
Okay, joke's over. Enough of this. I know my teenage daughter would remember me. Amy, honey, come on down and say hi to Dad.
She left for college 3 months ago.
Prior to having a buyer agent,
Here you go, Bob. I just closed the Jones house, and I have an appointment tomorrow with the Smiths, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, whoa, wait. Tomorrow, what do you mean? You can't go. You can't come in here for an hour, do a closing, and then just blow out of here.
But I have to pick up my son at school, and then I have to drive him to soccer practice. Remember, I told you about this.
Yeah, if you remember, I told you when I hired you that you were here to help me. So if there's work to be done, you have to stick around. And guess what? There's work to be done. I want you to take all this stuff and file it. Then I want you to take this stuff and enter it into the computer. When you're done with all that work in the office, I want you to go to these 5 listings and make sure that the flyer boxes are full.
Bob, this is crazy. You hired me as a part-time buyer's agent. I have a family, and I told you they're my top priority. You're not paying me to do all this office work. And speaking of paying me, my check on the Wilsons closing seemed a little short. Was there a problem with that?
Wilson. Oh, Wilson, yeah. That was the one where you had to use all those extra flyers, right? Yeah, I cut your commission.
You did what?
I cut your commission. Do you have a problem with that? Sue me. Look, you were working off my leads. I mean, you wouldn't have any clients at all if it wasn't for me.
The kind of training that they get is what I call on-the-job